Lesson 72. Holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation.
Hi there. Ready for another mind-blowing session with A Course in Miracles? Today, we're questioning the very goals we've pursued all our lives, based on the misperceptions we've come to believe. We'll train our minds to look in a direction that is the opposite of what we've been told, to find happiness where it truly resides, allowing us to abandon the fruitless search that has never fulfilled its promises. Are you ready to discover what Lesson 72 has in store for us?
Holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation.
In yesterday's lesson, we learned that the ego's plan for salvation is the opposite of God's.
Lesson 71. Only God's plan for salvation will work.
Today's lesson teaches us that the ego's plan is not only the opposite of God's, but it also represents an active attack on God's plan for salvation and a deliberate attempt to destroy it. In this assault, God is imbued with the attributes of the ego, while the ego arrogates to itself the attributes of God. The ego's goal is to replace God. We may still have a hard time grasping this concept, but that's the reason we tend to identify with our bodies rather than our spirit, perceiving a world in which we appear to be separate and alone, unable to connect with our brothers beyond these bodies that seem to imprison us. Identifying ourselves and our brothers with our bodies is a trick designed to maintain the illusion of the ego's existence and the illusion of our separation from God and from each other. But why is holding grievances considered an attack on God's plan for salvation? The ego's plan for salvation is always based on grievances. Consider the common causes of our grievances. They typically involve a body or a body's actions, or they stem from the belief that something must change for us to be happy. Someone says something displeasing, acts in a way we don't appreciate, fails to meet our expectations, or exhibits hostility through their actions. The world doesn't align with our desires, our circumstances aren't as we wish, and people don't act as we want them to. All these perceptions occur in the world we see, the world of the body. We continually strive to make it work, yet our efforts are based on the assumption that something external must change. These perceptions come with judgment and condemnation of the world we see and the people we interact with. What if we forgive them instead? What if we forgive the world? What if we stop seeing others merely as their bodies and recognize them by their spirit, their innocence, and the divine nature they share with us? We already tried to change the appearances of the world we see. We already tried to change our conditions, to get more stuff, more status, more whatever. We've already been spending our efforts in pursuing our goals. The question is not much whether we achieved them or not. The question is, did that make us happy? We already tried to change or avoid the people we interact with. If only they were less negative. If only she wasn't so judgmental. If only they weren't so manipulative. If only he wasn't a narcissist. We judged them. We closed our hearts to them. We identified them with their bodies, instead of seeing the beauty of their spirit, the innocence and the holiness of their self that they share with us. Did that make us happy? When we hold a grievance against someone, we refuse to engage with who that person truly is. We identify them with their body and its limitations, overlooking their spirit beyond appearances and seeing only the flawed and guilty human being represented by their body. In doing so, we are not of service. We fail to assist our brothers in liberating themselves from the body's limitations. Instead, we imprison them within these confines, confusing them with their body and judging them as if they were merely a body. Herein lies the attack on God, because from the perspective of A Course in Miracles, if the Son of God is perceived solely as a body, then God must also be seen as merely a body. And if God is regarded as a body, what could his plan for salvation be other than death? In this line of attack, God is portrayed as a liar and a deceiver, one who has made false promises and offered illusions instead of truth. The fact that we perceive the body in this world of bodies as real and not an illusion makes this view of God appear quite plausible. Every grievance we hold insists that the body is real and gives strength to this misperception. Every grievance we hold makes us overlook entirely what our brothers are, reinforcing the belief that they are a body, and condemning them for it. This is the world of illusions crafted by our egos, an arena where angry animals hunt for prey, and mercy finds no entrance. Here, the ego comes forth, appearing as our savior.
God made you a body. Very well. Let us accept this and be glad. As a body, do not let yourself be deprived of what the body offers. Take the little you can get. God gave you nothing. The body is your only savior. It is the death of God and your salvation.
This is the world we see, the world we believe to be real. Some come to hate the body, attempting to hurt and humiliate it, while others love it, seeking to glorify it. Both are misconceptions, and as long as we identify with the body, we are undermining God's plan for salvation. As long as we harbor grievances against God, we won't be able to hear the voice of truth. We confuse our friend with our enemy, and our enemy with our friend. Today, we will try to stop these senseless attacks on salvation. We will try to fix our upside-down perception that has ruined our sanity and peace of mind. We have seen ourselves in a body and the truth outside us.
Now we are going to try to see this differently.
The light of truth is in us, where it was placed by God. Let's recognize this light of truth in us, and we will recognize ourselves as we are. Let's stop identifying with the body, so we can end the attack on God's plan for salvation. We can accept His plan instead.
And wherever His plan is accepted, it is accomplished already.
In our extended practice sessions today, let's strive to become aware that God's plan for salvation has already been accomplished in us. To achieve this, we need to replace attack with acceptance. As long as we persist in attacking, we remain unable to grasp the essence of God's plan for us. Shall we affirm this once more?
As long as we attack it, we cannot understand what God's plan for us is.
Let's just try to set aside all judgment and ask what God's plan for us is.
What is salvation, Father? I do not know. Tell me that I may understand.
Then we'll wait. We'll remain still and quiet, waiting for His answer. With our grievances, we have attacked God's plan for salvation without waiting to hear what it is. Our grievances were so loud that we couldn't hear His voice. Our grievances closed our eyes and deafened our ears. Now, we seek to see, hear, and learn.
What is salvation, Father?
Let's ask, and we will be answered. Let's seek, and we will find. No longer shall we consult our ego about the nature of salvation or where to find it, nor shall we ask our ego how to be happy. Instead, let's ask whom can provide us with the truth.
Be certain then, that the answer will be true because of whom you ask.
If during our practice our confidence wanes and our hope weakens, let's repeat our request, mindful of whom we are asking, our Creator, who created us like Himself.
What is salvation, Father? I do not know. Tell me that I may understand.
He will respond. Let's be determined to hear. Throughout the day, let's engage in our shorter practice sessions once or perhaps twice every hour. We should start each session with the following.
Holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation. Let me accept it instead. What is salvation, Father?
If possible, let's close our eyes and spend a minute or so in silence, waiting and listening for His response. Incredible, isn't it? Don't you feel as if you're on the brink of a completely different life with these exercises? One that's clearly more filled with peace, love, and happiness, and the great thing is that all these blessings come from within. You're doing great. See you tomorrow for another powerful lesson. Quick reminder, if you haven't yet watched the introduction to this video series, be sure to do so, as it lays the foundation for our journey together. Just click on the video link that will appear on your screen shortly.
Did you enjoy the video and find it helpful? Please give it a like and leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We have a new lesson every day. And if you've been with us for a while, please consider supporting the channel. There's a lot of love behind these videos. Check out the video description for more details.